We start the video in a very different place today. I've come on my own to Tunes in the Park in East Cornwall for the weekend. Tom stayed at home. I've taken the van out for my first trip on its own, so let's spend the weekend together at a festival. Off for our first night. People are cooking. I love the way that I've bought so much food, and as yet I've eaten 2 packets of crinkly cheddars. This is absolutely terrible lighting, and I can already hear Tom editing this video saying this lighting is awful, but I just thought I'd give you an update because it's my first night in the van on my own. Brilliant first night at Tunes in the Park. It was actually really quiet down there because a lot of people don't really arrive until tomorrow, so we could get right to the front. I had a good old dance, a couple of drinks, and now I'm back at the van for my first night on my own. When we had the caddy, I did take it away for one trip on my own, and it was really, really good actually. I've not yet taken the boxer away, so kind of a little bit nervous but also excited because there's an awful lot of space. However, if you were to look around this van at the moment, it is an absolute tip. I've bought more than enough stuff for at least a week or two. I'm going to say goodnight now. I'll see you in the morning, and yeah, looking forward to the rest of the weekend because I think it's going to be a really good one. Good morning. Slightly different start to a festival, probably usually still be in bed at this point, but we have decided to embrace everything that Tunes in the Park has to offer, and we are off to a sound bath first thing in the morning. So we'll let you know how it goes. We're booked in for a few other bits and pieces as well over the weekend. We've got an ice bath and resilience workshop tomorrow morning, so very bracing way to start the day. But yeah, we'll let you know how it goes. It's a beautiful morning here. We've just arrived down at our spot. So this is called the wellness area, and essentially they have loads of different activities going on throughout the weekend. We're going to do it over here. Just walking back from our little sound bath. It's very energising. Although I think we both feel absolutely knackered now, don't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I think it's time for a coffee. The lady that did it was called Kitty, and she was amazing. And actually she was based, she's based in Cornwall, based just down the road. It was amazing, really great way to start the day. It's so peaceful down here. It's kind of like you're in a completely different festival before you get back to the madness of the main arena. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that. We're on a slight wonk, so everything's going a bit south, but that's okay. Saw this little hack online. Somebody picked up these. Not sure what they'll taste like, but we've got blueberry toppings and a banana for health. We're in Gemma's van. Gemma's hired this van for the weekend, so we'll do a little tour later because actually it's really, really lovely. It's a little bit bigger than ours, and it's a glimpse into what our future might be if we actually get around to changing ours. Give it a flip. Look at that. Perfect little van hack. Night 2, and we've gone for a little bit more of an understated look tonight.
Keeping it cash.
Keeping it casual on Friday. It's got a bit windy. Not blowing the jewels off our face just yet. But it's got so much busier here. So this field was completely empty this morning. And now, Levance. So yeah, we're just heading down for our second night. Yeah, head down. Off to see the Elton John tribute act, who happens to be my absolute fave. So we'll go and see him first. See how long these jewels stay on. Can already feel them slipping. So we'll see. Night 2, let's go. Woken up on morning 3 of Tunes in the Park, and I just thought I'd bring you up to speed because I haven't really talked much about kind of why we're here, what we're doing. Tunes in the Park is a festival in East Cornwall, so just at the Port Eliot site. and we've come for the last couple of years, and this year we decided to bring the van. So I've come on my own, set up on my own, driven down on my own for the first time. It was actually really good getting into the site. We've been to a couple of festivals before and the parking hasn't been amazing for vans, but this was absolutely incredible. There was a man that was looking after the entirety of the site, guided us into the correct spot, made sure we'd park correctly, left plenty of space around us for other vans as well. So it feels really good, actually, feels really nicely spread out. I'm camping here with our friends Gemma and Duncan, so they've actually hired a Peugeot Boxer for the weekend as well. So they've got a slightly longer wheelbase, a 6 metre, so it's like a baby Boxer and big Boxer. We've got a cool little camp area, and yeah, it's just a really, really nice setup, really. Bit of a disaster when I first got here. There was a list of things that I had to bring, and one of which was the Bluetti, so I can actually have some power. Obviously forgotten that, so that's still at home in the front room, but it's fine. Gemma and Dunk have got plenty of power because they've got solar on their van, so I've been charging there. But that was obviously the first thing that I'd completely forgotten. And then yesterday, when we were in the crowd filming last night, I dropped this tiny mic. I thought I got it all back in one piece, but it looks like the little magnet is missing off the back. So I'm going to have to find a new one of those because that is somewhere in a field down there and I'm very unlikely to find it again. Before I drink any more of my coffee, I'm actually going to tidy this place up because it is an actual tip. It's fine being on the van on your own because you've got plenty of space, but actually I realise that whether there's one of us or if Tom's here too, it's still an absolute mess. So I need to put everything away before I even attempt to get ready for today. So let's have a quick tidy. Doing a little walk down to the wellness area. It's like you're in two different festivals because you've got all the craziness of up there. You come down here and there's people doing yoga and mindfulness by the river. And it looks like this. Time for an ice bath. You psyched for an ice bath?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully be reinvigorated. So it's one way to start the day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I'll see you in the water. Well, it was very bracing. Enjoy that.
Very refreshing.
It was very refreshing. They kept whacking loads of bags of ice in.
Quite a few bags of party ice.
Yeah, a lot of party ice went in those. But no, that was really good fun. Good to try a lumi as well because I've never tried a lumi before. A lumi, not halloumi. Talked a lot about halloumi.
Delicious.
Met a lady who loved halloumi as much as Gemma.
Yep. That's rare.
It's rare. But yeah, that was really fun. It was a really nice group actually. Everyone was really friendly. But no, it was really nice. Got a bag of Burt's. So we're just walking back now. Stop for a little coffee.
Always.
Yeah. Just getting ready for evening number 3. I'm actually ready super early, so I thought before we head out I would give you just a little tour of our setup really. Obviously bed, storing just like loads of clothes and stuff at the end, and underneath loads of food. I bought 2 massive bags of food and I think it's fair to say that I didn't really need it. Loo just in there and toiletries, and then yes, spare drinks and things at the back there. Shoes, bin, water all underneath the table. New light, which you might have seen in our most recent video, which is amazing and much stronger than this one, so definitely worth the upgrade. I've kind of pushed this curtain bit back through and I'm using this as more of a bit of a wardrobe area. Bags, jackets, here, flower crown, obviously at a festival, my hats, and then at the top here, the new storage bags that we purchased are up here. So I've actually managed to get 3 of those up here. The box for all the camera equipment, makeup bags, and then a little box of extra lights there and the new mirror that we picked up as well. And then I've also brought with me some of our cushions just because I've got a friend coming tomorrow and she may either sleep up here with me or sleep on here, and we think we can maybe turn it into a bed using those benches. And then outdoors we've got our little camp area. Brought my outdoor rug, very useful. We've got this new windbreak that we actually got given for free at the camping and caravan show. We'd never actually used it before. I didn't realise quite how big it was. I don't think it's put up entirely correctly because it's a little bit saggy, but we've got our fairy lights up here as well. And then Dunk and Gemma have got their rug out as well, our chairs. And over here we've just got our little table spot. I'm also going to give you a very little sneak peek inside the van that Gemma and Dunk have hired. So this is a Peugeot Boxer long wheelbase. So it's a 6 metre rather than a 5.4. Ours is a 5.4. But you can definitely tell there's so much more space in it. Fixed lighting, television as well, which I know Tom is really keen to put into ours. Absolutely loads of storage. So overhead storage here. And some really nice touches here. Big garage, obviously. Electrics panel, so this has actually got solar panels, so they're running off that at the moment, but fridge, fresh water pump and lights is all running off that. And that voltage in terms of charge has been amazing all weekend, because obviously we've had beautiful weather. A second window, they've also got a third window right at the back here. This is giving us absolutely loads of inspiration for what we might want to do with our van in the future. Again, loads of kitchen storage, even a little pulley out spice rack, sink, running water. This I really like, a super simple thing, but just actually having the hand wash here. I think I'm going to get Tom to add this into the van. And then full cooker and oven as well. Again, more storage overhead, but we've got swivel chair. So again, this is something that we're looking at for our van, but it's really interesting to see the format. So they've obviously got the 2 chairs in here rather than the 3, and that one turns around, which is great. And then some curtains to block off between the cab and the main space. Really good to see another Peugeot Boxer and what someone's done with it. Obviously much longer than ours. It's an extra 0.6 meters, but you can really feel that inside. But it's a fantastic little conversion. So this one's available to hire. So I'll see if I can find the information and I can share the link below. It's been quite nice actually to have our little Peugeot Boxer camping area. So you can see ours just over here, baby Boxer, and Duncan Gemma's rental here. We are back at the van after a brilliant night. All the food stalls were closing, so I'm having a trusty pasta pot, and then it's time for bed to get ready for our 4th and final full day. And I'm actually starting to think about having to go home and how sad I'll be not to be waking up in this field in our little camp. Still 1 full day to go, so not feeling too sad yet. It's our last day at Tunes in the Park, and we've had a really leisurely morning, just getting ready, sitting around for our last morning in camp. Becky's just joined us as well, so there's 4 of us heading down in a minute. Got ourselves all glittered up and ready for the last night, so I think we're all feeling pretty sad that it's the last night, but probably due a good hair wash, kind of de-dusting, because it's actually turning into a bit of a dust bit here because it's just been so hot, which is amazing. Becky's going to be staying in the van in here with me tonight, so we've actually set up the sofa area, which we've never used before, but it turns into a little single bed. Not the biggest bed, but perfect just for 1 night. We're just going to pack up camp now and head down for the final night. This is very strange lighting, but I've just got home and it's so good having a festival that is so close, because it's literally just been half an hour drive and I'm already back home. But I just thought I would finish by doing a little review of the festival. First off, day 4 was absolutely amazing. The Wanted, Scouting for Girls and Craig David. Craig David was like nothing I've ever seen before. He was absolutely incredible. He did an entire DJ set with all of his amazing music and then loads of other amazing music as well, and it was just incredible. What a way to finish the festival. We were right at the front as well. We waited and managed to get
spot right at the front and centre. I really would recommend Tunes in the Park. It's one of those festivals that's a really good size, not too big, not too small, so you can kind of still get around really easily, but there's enough going on. So there's a couple of stages, the main stage, the second stage, and the comedy stage. There's still plenty going on. In terms of the festival itself, it's really friendly. In the van area where we were parked, everyone was incredibly friendly. Made lots of new friends. They've got glam showers, which is brilliant. So for £5 you can pop in and have a quick shower, or I think for £8 you can go in and have kind of a full glam shower experience and use the straighteners and the hair dryers and stuff like that. So that's quite nice, just to make yourself feel a little bit more human when you're at a festival like that, particularly when it's as dusty as it was. And just generally, it's really well put together. I've gone for the last 3 years now, and each time it just seems to be getting better. If you're looking for a UK festival or a Cornwall Festival, I'd really recommend checking out Tunes in the Park. It was brilliant, and we will definitely be back next year. I was a bit apprehensive, to be honest, about taking the van on my own. I've not driven it on my own before and not stayed in it on my own before, but myself and my friends, we had a brilliant little camp area, and it's just been the best weekend, really. So home now, back to reality. I'm going to have a shower and kind of shower off all of this dust. Thank you for joining me for this video. I know slightly different to the usual stuff we share, but another really great example of why I love having the van, because it's just been a brilliant weekend and the van's been the perfect base. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting our channel. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's free, it's just one click, and it helps our channel grow. And please do like this video as well. So thank you for joining me as I've wandered my way across Cornwall to Tunes in the Park, and we will see you for our next video. See you soon. Bye.